special message from the National Weather Service. For the following county, Rockingham, North Carolina. Flood warning in effect from late tonight to early tomorrow afternoon. What? Minor flooding is forecast. Where? Dan River near Wentworth. When? From late tonight to early tomorrow afternoon.
What?
Flash flood warning remains in effect until 12:30 a.m. Wednesday for Stokes and Surry counties.
What was that? What was that? That was a very short river flood warning for Rockingham County for Dan River near Wentworth. Very short, because that lasted about 20 to 30 seconds of it going flood warning in effect, what modern flood is forecast, where Dan River near Wentworth went from time here to time there, and then it just ended, just like that. Didn't even read anything else that was in the product. As a matter of fact, as I take a look at the product itself, we're in the text product here for this flood warning. And as you can see, we got all of this here. Pretty normal for a river flood warning. But the thing is, just as WXL42 was telling it, out of all of this and this product that they could have read out, this here was all they had read for the flood warning. And also here's a special message from the National Weather Service for the following county, Rockingham, North Carolina, at the beginning. That along with this is all that WXL42 had read out. This is all they had. They didn't even bother to go through this part of the product for them to fully finish reading this product. They just did it this year. And this actually makes this one of the shortest tone products I've ever heard over no water radio. And I say one of because I had one experience with a high wind warning through WXII-TV video over here, where it had only 30 seconds of it being read. 30 seconds or so for that. Now this here, at least for WXL42, just reading this likely could have been around 20 seconds or so. Even shorter than that high wind warning. So it could have possibly be the shortest and quickest tone product I've ever heard. Over the air on no water radio. But I mean, that aside from what could have possibly been the shortest and quickest time of me ever hearing a tone product through no water radio, aside from that, a river flood warning for WXL42 for Rockingham County, North Carolina, for the Dan River near Wentworth. And as I take a look at the river, as I'm on water.noaa.gov, they list out river gauges. Though I have the forecast river gauges shown here, but there's several others. But getting to Dan River, the Wentworth, we see that for this graph here, their peak forecast stage, or their peak level stage, is 19.1 feet. The minor flood stage threshold is 19.0 feet. So in other words, the peak level for this river here is just right by the threshold. a tiny bit above the threshold. Now, as you can also see, it's really just only a threshold. It's really just only by this minor flood stage for a little while before it rapidly falls downward and downward and downward and downward and downward and downward and down and down and down and down and down 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 to nothing. Down to nothing of what this is compared to this random rise we got here for this river. Then again though, the rise for this river is due to the rainfall that Rockingham County, again the county for this river, got these past couple of hours throughout today. But as far as river levels are concerned with, for them being at minor flood stage, it definitely isn't going to be at that stage for too long, as you can see with this crazy downward spiral. But I suppose even with this river only really being at minor flood stage for a brief period before it rapidly just starts dropping from there, it did at least get an alert through WXL42 for me and this radio. Even if WXL42 had a significantly short runtime for reading out the product, and also for this river only being at minor flood stage before it just drops and drops and drops and drops and drops down to the low numbers, did get WXL42 an alert, as I have here. And I suppose for that, that's just something there. Just about something for this.